EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. On the Tampa sideline, head coach Todd Bowles. His guys coming in, winning 3 of their last 4 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. So you see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 19 carries, 70 yards.
Oh, it's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complimentary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
That second down play nets a -4. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On first and 10, here's Irving to the 43, second down. When you look at this defense, well, they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So nothing doing there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Here we go. Ready?
A give up the middle, Hubbard. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Bucs' 48-yard line.
Ready? Red.
Young going to give to Brooks. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready.
Young working out of the gun. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Panthers coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well,
how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, they had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Kalijah Cansey in on the stop.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Young to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ready?
Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And his kick is indeed good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they able to give up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A run with Irving.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Once again, it's Irving.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now Mayfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'll try it now with Irving.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Young off the play fake. And this one is incomplete.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now he's going to step up and run. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got a man downfield. It's Elton. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Mayfield with it once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Complete to Emeka Abuka. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
To throw, Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Mayfield down. And he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bucs are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Dances by him. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first, and it'll bring up 3rd down now. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now here's Young. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Irving.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Mayfield to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Well, able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready.
Looking to throw. They'll find McMillan here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Set.
To throw, Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Young will set to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
Young now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From a yard out. And the Panthers are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now will take this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course. 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. 3rd down and 1.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans. That's a gain of 6. Brings up.
They'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. It'll be just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Here's Young. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Ready?
Now Young. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
10 yards on the pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet, as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Baker going to give it to Irving. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half, as they'll stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They're pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
52 Blues.
Throwing, Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. Young into the slot, and he's got a first down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready up. Ready, punt.
Looking to throw, Young. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
Young to throw it. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And 5 at the 39-yard line.
Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
1st down. 1st and 10
7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
Again, it's Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier again. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably
keep a tight end in a few more times, or maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Yellow, 43.
They'll run right here with Brooks. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they... have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Down. Watch out now. 50, blue, 32. Ready?
Now Young. He fights him, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Yaya Diaby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers about ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Ready? Ready.
Young. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A run up the middle with Irving. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over here out near the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
They've hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Set, ready, punt.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Throwing, Mayfield. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They run here with Dowdle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Come on, set, punt.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Down, ready, ready.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And good work there in open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Set, punt, ready.
On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Set.
They'll try to throw now. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Now he's going to step up and run. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do. To run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
From the gun, Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of
14 yards that time for number 14.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Carolina getting set to take the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here's ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it out near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On the double.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Down. Blue, 32.
Now here's Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
To throw, Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Here we go.
Young now. Now he'll take this and run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Come on,
line.
set. Red, 38. Set, hut.
Young will set to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
Here we go, set. Red.
The Young's going to throw for this. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
First down, here's White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And he's going to have a Bucs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
Ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bucs 2-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
Let's go. Hut.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Come on, set, ready.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go.
Now Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So Mayfield and the Bucs down by 7, less than 90 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. They start to drive with White. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
Mayfield to throw.
The 34-yard line.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
However, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they're running what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Baker. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now Mayfield. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
And there's the spike. It stops the clock at 22 seconds remaining. 2nd down, goal to go. Mayfield. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not near.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 50, green. Ready.
Young to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Down. Hut.
Young. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Brings up second.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy.